this closing panel with our distinguished panelists. May I invite to join me here on stage His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohammed, President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, and last but not least, Francesca.
Thank you very much, and it's a great pleasure and honor for me to be here. Very much grateful with the presence of Her Highness Sheikh Musa. Thank you very much for offering this opportunity. The issue of the justice is one of the fundamental issues that are staying in the world globally today, and in Africa in particular. Most of us, we have inherited a colonial justice system that might not be transcendent to our way of life, our culture, our values, and our beliefs as well. So that's one. The culture, not only the articles and the laws that are in place, but the way those laws have been accepted by the people. If the justice system does not have acceptance from the people, however it's good, it's beautiful, it will not work. In line with that, if I take the case of Somalia, as you rightly said, we didn't even inherit in one justice system. We inherited from the colonial powers different justice systems. But however, we united those systems, but again, it didn't work for us for some time. Justice close to the people, number one. The people must have access to the justice at the lowest, the farthest corner of the country, everywhere. That is number one. Number two is whether the justice is based on the value. Somalia, the population of Somalia is 100% Muslims. That's why we have incorporated and aligned the values of the people. So the third point is how the people, the leadership of that of the country, or the leadership of a particular part of the country is so close to the people. If we took the style of the colonial powers where the colonial authority.
That was our president, Somali president, Hassan Sheikh, at the Doha Forum. So this week's MI's 5 Minutes of Fame, week 50, I want to focus on Doha Forum and to remind all Somalis what the president said was very timely, very informative, the global forum, and he shared very positive message from Somalia, which was very timely. But I think he spoke just 2 days too soon, I think, especially looking at the legal systems and the rule of law in Somalia, especially looking at what happened in Borama, that part of Somalia. So week 50 of 2025 and my 5 Minutes of Fame, as I said, focuses on the Doha Forum. Lots and lots of interesting speeches were given, and when I uploaded my comments yesterday, I think the feedback was interesting, and hence the need to revise it. I think for whatever the reason, with all the importance of the speech of the president, and whether it was timely or not, that's another debate. Maybe just coincidence that the latest development from Borama and the customary law of the UNESCO involvement in the hair essay and so on, and then the negative outcome at Borama, whether that was just coincidence or whether it was bad timing of the speech and then that episode happened, it's not really the focus. The focus, what I really want to talk about this week, is the need for rule of law, the need for customary law, the need for adopting the constitution, and all legal. Basically this week the focus is on legal because of the recent events in Borama and the wider Somali scope. I guess some of the initial comments I got, as usual, anything on social media, and I mentioned this few times, no editing, no It's what you see, what you get video, mainly because it's among friends. We're sharing this. These are just my personal views. So one comment made in earlier version of this episode was why members of the delegation of the president were scrolling their mobiles while he was giving the speech, why the president stood when Sheikh Musa stood up, and all those things. Those are just little trivia stuff, really. I'm not worried about those things. It's all good. If we pay respect, it's good. If people are busy and multitasking while the president is talking, that's also good. All those things are not the issue. The main issue, though, and the important issue that we need to talk about this week is the need for rule of law, the need for anticipating before problems occur. And I guess the example we're using is what happened in Borama and how it happened and why it happened. And I'll write more about that in a considered way in the post below. This week, I'm going to write both in English at the somali.substack.com for week 50 and also in Somali at Ayub.org. So I will share those URLs with you. But in summary, what was it all about? And what does this highlight? I guess what it highlights is the fragility, how everything is so complicated and so fast that we're not really thinking and looking at things and putting things in perspective. So little things can ignite and cause so much disturbance, death, people getting hurt and so on, unnecessarily, and that could have been avoided. I guess that's really the main message. The other issue is what this Hair ASA or this customary law is all about. I knew about this and there were papers written about that, and I will share the links with you for you to read both in English and in Somali. I'll try to also translate this. So I'm running out of my 5 minutes of fame. I will also share with you comments by other well-read, well-learned, educated people who commented on this. I will share with you Somalis as well as non-Somalis. Of course, Ahmed and Abdi Samatar, they both contributed. Again, there were some other comments made on my earlier writing on this. All of that, read below, and I will share with you my thoughts at a personal level. Until next week, see ya. Look for the Somali version as well. Take care.